How y'all doing? Hey, it's Hyperwoo slash Max from Nature's Gaming, giving you another gaming session, because it's all I do with my life. And today I thought I would play a Garry's Mod map, because it's a Monday and there's nothing else to do. And this is the Stanley Parable. I think I've watched... I can't remember. I might have been PewDiePie or something like that was playing this and it looked pretty fucking funny. Took me damn ages to install this because the readme didn't say and do what it said it would. So I started crying. But so this is Stanley Parable and I guess we'll go for a new game. As far as I know it's an experimental game, which means it can be given credit for being abstract I suppose. But it's based on Source, so it's got to be good.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Fuck that.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed
I like
buttons
spinning
on a
by the way
keyboard.
slowly on my chair.
Orders came to him through a monitor next to his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee
my brain?
427 did every day of every month of every year.
Fuck that.
Others might have considered
Jesus.
soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
So it
And
clones.
Stanley was happy.
And this game has multiple endings, which I might
And
cover.
then one
but,
day, something very peculiar happened.
Ooh.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Sex.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on a monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Hi.
Never in
How
all
are
his
you?
years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Oh dear.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Oh.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and walked out into the hallway.
Right. That's pretty nice. For... Oh, cool. This music is epic.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others.
My
the
mouse
thought
is
of total
jammed.
solitude was terrifying to him.
What is it now? I'm not that terrified. Doesn't work. No. Boop. Boop. So other people are like me, they just do different things. Nope. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah. Rebel.
This was not the correct way to the employee lounge, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. So he turned left at the first open door and walked back in the right direction.
So I'm not gonna do that. Oh shit! This is fucking with my brain. I can't explain what I mean. Fuck it. Let's go.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Maybe this is why everyone had left. No one wanted to be around someone as bad at listening as him. And since he was walking into the middle of nowhere and thus ruining the entire story, Stanley decided that he would punish himself. So when he came to the elevator and the doors opened, he stepped inside and pushed the button to go up.
I don't like how I don't have any control over what's happening apart from which direction I choose. I go into the elevator and press up, they said. Down.
Oh, Stanley. You know, you really aren't going anywhere, and I don't say that deceitfully. I truthfully mean that there isn't a story down here. The story was back up where I told you to go in the first place, Right now, you're just running around looking at empty halls. And frankly, that's perhaps even more infuriating for me. So why don't you
This
throw
guy's
me
hilarious.
a bone, give me a chance, and just let me tell the story I want to tell, hmm?
Right. Could stay in there for the rest of my life. Corridors. It's kind of creepy. It's really weird so far. I'm being talked to. No.
Now listen carefully. This is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Let's go along with White Morgan Freeman. I like it. Morgan Freeman. What the fuck? Oh no, I don't like dark places.
Now, if you don't mind, there's something I'd like to show you. But to do that, I think it would be best for us to start from the beginning.
What? Oh, this is weird.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, fuck.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
Yeah,
employee number
yeah.
427. His job pushing buttons demanded little of him, so there was not much of himself to give. And in this way, Stanley's job felt less and less like his every day. But if buttons need pushing one day, it means they'll need pushing the next
Please press
and then
Y.
the next. So without question or judgment, Stanley continued to do what the screen told him.
Please press
One
P.
keystroke flowed into another keystroke.
I'm doing it.
Flowed
It's
into
weird.
his ride home, flowed into dinner, flowed into waking up,
J.
flowed into going to work, and here he was again. Stanley was typing out a complete sentence that said absolutely nothing at all.
That's all I've been doing.
If in reality no one ever actually disappeared from the office, and Stanley never got the opportunity to make a decision, to choose which path he wanted to take, would his life still have any meaning? Perhaps when we long for something deeply enough, these hopes and fantasies become so strong in our minds that we truly believe that we're there, controlling that person, and living that adventure.
Fuck this.
Motivate your own
It's
thoughts
burning my brain out.
might mean freedom from a self-imposed prison, but these delusions can be fatal to those who can't tell the difference. And so, Stanley asked, if that door never opened, if I'll never be able to walk away from those people and from these buttons, is this life still worth experiencing?
Please question
Am
nothing.
I actually happy? Stanley answered this question by pushing a button. Then he pushed a button, and then he pushed a button. Then he pushed a button. Then he pushed a button.
Oh god, end it. Thank Christ for that. Well, that was eventful. And it starts again. Right, this time we're gonna follow the instructions. I'm trying to like get it all sped into one episode. It's not gonna happen, of course.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
You guys know this
Stanley
by
worked for
now.
a company
He
in a
works for a
big
big
building
company.
where he...
Right. I'm in my room with everything beeping. Well, yes, I am playing the Stanley Parable.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support.
The thought of total solitude was terrifying to me. You got that bit before on the previous time. I had to answer that message there. People bug me a lot. Not because they like me, but because they just want to know what I'm doing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That one. That one. I got it. I got this. I got this. I'm done. Nothing even like, it doesn't even do that, it just beeps. a guy I know called Dutchy Kinski, as you can see there, just said sorry for interrupting. Right.
As Stanley entered the lounge, he was horrified to find not a single
Oh,
person
fuck.
here. He decided he would walk up to see his boss, hoping that he would find an answer there.
I can't even crouch. If I could... Dr. Breen's Private Reserve. Can't even drink that. That's why I'm an American. Decided he'd walk upstairs and see his boss. He said upstairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nothing to walk through, no. Fuck. I'm gonna get murdered.
Entering his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
This feels...
It was at this point
I know
that
it's
he began to
Half-Life
feel
before I
dizzy
say it, but
and a little
it
sick.
feels like
And
Half-Life
even
in its
thought
own
he
weird
might
way.
pass out when suddenly he noticed a keypad next to the filing cabinet in the corner of his boss's office.
What?
Stanley had never seen this panel before and had no idea what combination of numbers would produce any result. In fact, only Stanley's boss knew this, since the panel withheld access to the boss's greatest, darkest secret.
Bollocks.
And so he had assigned the keypad a combination that only he could possibly know. The number of his freshman dorm number in college. 1957.
Tell me anyway, there's me
But
searching.
of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
It's really fucking with my brain. Oh.
Stanley ventured forth into the newly opened passageway.
Yeah, this feels like stairs now. Like, you know, the horror game. I should play that. That's the next video. I'm playing
As he
stairs.
grew deeper into the bowels of the building, Stanley had no idea where he was or what this place held. And just as he began to think he might not discover a thing, he emerged into a long room to find rows and rows of monitors.
Ooh.
Screens with a number above
What
it.
number am I? 47.
Stanley noticed, however, that these were not random numbers, but the number of employees who worked in the building, his co-workers. Even his own number, 427, had a place on the wall. But why a setup so elaborate, he asked. Was this simple surveillance, or something even more? And as if in answer to his question, the wall slid open before him, revealing the ultimate truth of the situation.
Oh, fuck! That did that without me knowing. I'm just not very observant, but...
An enormous control panel, Stanley discovered, but not one that controlled simple machinery.
Combined.
Buttons were labeled with emotions. Happy, sad. Levers and knobs controlled actions. Walking, eating, doing work, or watching TV.
Ooh.
Every input on this device monitored not the functions of a machine, but of a human being.
Cloning.
And the reality began to sink in. Stanley, like so many other people, reduced to images on a monitor, had been under someone's control, always at the mercy of this machine. Could this have been the only reason employee number 427 was content with his boring job? That a machine had altered his emotions to accept it blindly? He began to feel an unbridled rage, and at the peak of his anger, something happened. A spark. Stanley looked up and saw the generator overhead, still providing some small amount of power to the machine, keeping it alive.
Man.
And knowing that this generator was all that kept the controls running, Stanley moved to the ladder in the back of the room and began to climb towards the rafters.
Right, I got to go up there then. Okay, what is this? Right, climbing the rafters. Fuck, that noise is horrible. Oh, that's nice. I can't jump and crouch though, I can't avoid it. Up we go.
The higher Stanley climbed, the closer he felt to freedom, the further from enslavement.
Ooh, shit's going down, shit's going down, shit's going down. Sounds like a Nicki Minaj song, what's wrong with me today? boop, 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 boop. Fuck it. I'm really worried what's going to happen. I'm genuinely concerned.
Blackness. Power gone.
Oh.
All alone. And then...
What? Oh.
As he stepped through the door
A town.
into the fresh outside air, a feeling of liberation rushed through Stanley's body. He had seen power. He had seen enslavement, and he had destroyed it. The underling was in control now. He had found his leading role.
This is like empowering. It's
Stanley
weird.
never discovered why everyone had gone missing, nor how and when he had come under the machine's control. But it didn't upset him terribly, because he knew that this was how things were meant to happen. All he felt was a delight.
This is a
unlike
weird game.
any
I
he had
generally
ever known
can't
before. Never again would he follow someone else's
get my
orders
head around
without
it.
question. Never again would anyone tell Stanley where to go, what to do, or how to feel. No more bosses. No more instructions on a screen. Stanley decides for himself now. And he stepped out into the world, and he felt the cool breeze upon his skin. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, this music, it's a weird combo. It's a weird, really weird game. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. But it's Davy Redden, thumbs up to you. I mean, seriously, that was amazing. I like that ending. And he did what he was told so that he didn't have to do what he was told. I don't know who that voice was though, because it wasn't like him, but it was, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, I'm literally mind blown. Our translation. But yeah, that's just incredible. Thank you for playing this video game. It was a pleasure. I genuinely enjoyed that. And then it just restarts, and I presume there's more endings, like other people said. I'm not sure. I'll look that up and tell you guys, and maybe I'll just describe the endings in a video or something, because it takes a while to get through these. But I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. That was fun. I'm thinking now maybe in the video here, I guess. That really was an incredible experience. And thank you, Davy Rendon, I think it was, for creating that game. So thank you for watching, you guys. I'll have another Gmod video up shortly, or tomorrow maybe, tomorrow morning, and you guys can expect that then. If you like the video, do whatever you want with the video. Be even nice if you could share it with people, that'd be really cool. Or tell someone about us. Never mind subscribes or likes, nothing better than voice. So yeah, thank you for watching the Stanley Parable with me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you guys next time.